Hello, everybody. Jeff Siegel here, and I want to share with you a really, really good meditation practice because so many people try to sit down and do a seated meditation, and it's too still. It's too big of a jump to go from normal, everyday kind of waking life to just stopping, slowing down, saying, wait a second, I'm just going to close my eyes and try to focus my attention on my body, on my posture, on my breath. Right? So what we need is some intermediate steps. We can actually use the body, and particularly the arms, the hands, in conjunction with our breath to help focus the mind. So this is a very simple practice that you can try while you're seated or standing that's going to help you begin to develop that quality of focused attention, that ability to connect your mind and your body using the breath and using movement as a tool to help facilitate that connection. And so it's super simple and it goes like this. Step one is taking your hands and just letting them drift out in front of your belly. All right. You can let your fingers touch or just let your hands kind of open up and rest. Then from there, as you breathe in, you're going to allow your hands to rise up the front side of your body, tracing that midline running up. All right. Continuing to inhale until your arms come out open wide into this position. This is the top of your inhale. You can pause for a moment here, and then when you feel ready, you can begin to exhale and then just let the hands drop back down, right? Coming back to center where you began. This here is the bottom of your exhale. Again, you can pause for a moment here, and then when you feel ready to take your next breath, you breathe in, opening the arms up in this wide position, and then exhaling down, letting the hands drift back in front of your belly. So this is what I call the offering breath. All right, there is this energetic movement from your belly up through your body, out your nose, and then out into the world. We are offering the breath back out as a gift, all right, to the plants, to the animals, to anybody that needs some of that energy that we can offer. Right? Now, this can be really positive energy. Sometimes you sit down, you're just like, I'm feeling kind of restless. All right, it's really hard for me to sit and focus. This can be a great practice to think of just taking some of that energy, concentrating it right here in front of your hands and your belly, pulling it up with your breath, and then releasing it back out. Right? This can also be negative energy in the sense of if you've got a lot of stuff stored up inside, some baggage, some stress and strain, emotional things that you've been dealing with that is just not helpful for you to keep inside any longer, then offer that back out as well, right? The earth will take all of our shit and compost it and turn it into something beautiful. So never ever, all right, feel reluctant to give some of that back to the earth. Right? So this is our up and out breath. Let's give this a try a couple of times. So you can do this again from a seated position or a standing position. I'm sitting down here on my cushion. Right? You can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. The most important thing is that your attention is here, synchronized with the breath, with the arms, and with that flow that you feel of energy moving up and out of you. So starting here, gathering that energy, beginning to breathe in, letting the hands rise up. Pausing at the top, then exhaling, letting that energy flow out of you, coming back to that starting position. Now try this at your own pace a few times, breathing in and breathing out. Continuing. One more time. And so now, after you've done that, pausing, noticing how it feels, we're going to do the opposite breath, which is the receiving breath. So it is the same motion, but in reverse. We're going to start here in the same position with the hands just floating in front of the belly. And instead of moving up immediately, we're actually going to move out, opening the hands up as if we are gathering that energy. We are opening ourselves up to receive that breath from Mother Nature, pulling it in and then allowing it to come down into our body as we exhale, we think about actually drawing the breath down from our nose through that central channel all the way down into our belly, into our hips, into that groundedness that we feel. So giving this a try here, breathing in, gathering that energy from the world, and then exhaling down into your body. And you can feel that sense of settling. Continue to try this a few times. Feel that energy wash over you as those hands gently begin to move down in front of your body. Continuing. I'm going to say breathe and smile one more time. Remember, you can pause at the top. If you'd like, you can exhaling. Pause at the bottom if you like. And let it go, relax, right? There's so many different ways to play with the breath, but I think the important thing here is that you're using it as a tool to reconnect, right? To pull your attention away from some of the unhelpful, conditioned patterns of thinking that all of us are subject to, right? We all have that inner voice, that inner, all right, monologue that sometimes is a total jerk. Sometimes it's telling us really important stuff, but just still won't shut up about it. And other times is helping us, dream futures that we want to dream. So we just need to make sure all of these are in balance. We get overly fixated on one way of thinking and one way of seeing and being in the world. This is an opportunity to reset that energy, to come back to your body. So it gives you more choice. Ultimately, this is all about building awareness and choice of how you want to show up in any given moment. So I'm going to encourage you to give these two breath practices a try. If you're like, nah, I hate meditating, or like, I'm just not good at this stuff, try a couple of these breaths, just using your hand as a tool to either receive or to give that energy back into your body and see how it feels for you. Right? This is Jeff Siegel. Until next time, breathe, smile, and bring that energy in and out. This is your connector between you and everything else that is out there in the world.